Limit orders, sub traders. This video I'm going to talk about, I've started using limit orders instead of market orders. Why I'm going to do that and why I think that can solve a lot of problems in my trading business. I'll still do some market orders, but let's get into it. So, much love. It's early morning. I'm absolutely beat. I'm so tired. It's been a really busy week of adventure tours and dolphin tours. So let's talk about one of the main issues with my trading business right now. I would say there's two main issues. One of them is scheduling and the other is psychological. Those are the main issues. So the first issue is scheduling. First of all, and this can give you some insight to where you live and give you some ideas for how to analyze what problems you have and try to solve them. But first of all, I live in Hawaii. So I'm not going to be awake to trade New York Open, which is at 3 a.m. And even if I was, I wouldn't be in a prime physiological state because it's the middle of the night, right? What that means is there's a lot of volatility that happens overnight, and if I'm in positions and my stop is tight, super easy to get stopped out at New York Open, right? Holding a position into New York Open overnight, it's a little bit dangerous. So that's one of the scheduling issues. And what I had done to fix it was, there's a couple ideas. One of them was, well, I've been trading the daily chart. I'm trying to trade the daily chart most of this time. That means I wait for the market to close at 11 a.m. or noon, and the crypto market to close at 2 p.m. And then based on the daily chart, I can take an entry at that point. Now the problem that I'm facing is with that scheduling is, for a while I was all in online and trading, but now I'm just doing other things with my life. I'm doing hiking tours, I'm doing adventure tours up to 5 days a week, and I'm not available to trade the daily chart either. So I'm not available to trade the daily chart, and I'm not available to trade the New York Open. Obviously, I'm super limited at this point. Now, I'm also don't have time to really be scalping or looking. So this is the first idea of, well, I used to use limit orders before I was trading the daily trade. It's time to use limit orders again. So it helps with the scheduling problems, where if I'm limit ordering and I'm on a higher time frame, I'm looking at weekly highs and lows, monthly highs and lows, daily highs and lows, it gives me a better chance of getting good entries or getting entered into a winning position during New York Open and so on. So yeah, a chance to take advantage of volatility rather than having volatility take advantage of me. So that makes every sense in the world, right? I think it does from a scheduling perspective. If I can't trade New York Open and I cannot trade the daily open consistently, it's got to be limit orders. Now, the second issue, so the first issue is scheduling, the second issue is psychology. I find that when I check the charts, if I'm flat, it's really hard to not take a position. Okay, so I'm going to just check the charts. I always see some kind of opportunity. I think I do. I see A+ setups, I see lesser setups. So I find that a lot of the time I get into, every time I check the chart, I get into a position. Whether I win or lose has a lot to do with the opportunity present at the time I check the chart, right? So for instance, I had a huge winning awesome Bitcoin long. I happened to log in on the pullback and got a no drawdown entry, and I happened to log in on the breakout the next day and got another no drawdown entry, and I got out of it. And then the next however many days that I logged in, as I logged in, it was basically just chop and no trade. And I tried to trade, or went the wrong way, whatever. So this is a psychological issue of not having enough fear of loss, and also just wanting to take lesser trades. And really, it's an issue psychologically with trading, but it's not in other areas of my life where, okay, I'm an action taker, I want to take an action, I want to do something, right? I want to film a YouTube video, I want to make a phone call, I want to do business. That's just not how trading works. But I can log in to take an action of setting a limit order, right? So that fulfills a similar part of my brain where I can log in and be like, there's an opportunity, I'm gonna set a limit order. And the limit order is usually better, not always, but is oftentimes a lot better than entering at the market. Something that happens, it's not so uncommon, is I log in and I identify, okay, there's going to be a reversal or a continuation here. Like, I'm feeling pretty high conviction in the overall direction of the market because of the high time frame. We took a major level and are reversing. The funding rate is pretty extreme, the sentiment, whatever. So the problem is there's not always a good entry to go along with it. So for instance, there might be a reversal, but price really wants to sweep the current low before continuing. And if I enter now and I put my stop loss at the low, I'm getting taken out just absolutely barely, right? So that has happened several times this week where I set my stop loss where a great limit order opportunity would have been. So it's also strategic. I'm going to talk about my my process a little bit for how I plan on trading exactly, but the limit orders should help me with my scheduling and getting better entries, and will help me with my desire to take action. And I already started. I have a limit order overnight. I don't know if it filled. I got stopped out. It's in profit. We'll take a look later today. Now, so the strategy, I will do market orders potentially, but I'm short only on altcoins. The primary setup come on, dog. That's not my dog. That's the neighbor's dog. Stop. Owners, walk your dog sometime. No, honey. My dog's a good dog. Come here, doggy. You gotta burn some energy so the dog don't bark all the time. Right? Okay. Where were we? Short alts on failures at monthly highs, and then long Bitcoin and ETH. The limit order would be on pullbacks. So this is also paying attention to time of year. So right now, as I'm posting this, is the summer. So summer's choppy. We might get an all-time high breakout rally. It's just a lot less likely in the summer. It's much more likely to come in November, December, January, February, something like that. So I'm the limit orders, I want to set limit orders when funding is negative to buy, and I'm going to put those limit orders in typically beyond, like at or beyond some wick pullback area, either locally or to the left of the chart. It's going to be at and beyond weekly lows, monthly lows, and in 1 hour and 4 hour fair value gaps, with stops allowing for that. So that's my strategy for now. Yeah, I just don't have the bandwidth or time or energy. I need to get good sleep. I cannot be waiting to take the entry. I just I have so little availability for it, but I'm not really wanting to stop trading altogether. So that's the plan. Hope you find it useful in some way. Some reasons to limit versus market. And let's get it. Much love. Peace.